Hello, everybody.
So,
My name
uh,
is
fun,
Jupiter38.
fun. Shut up. Before we started, I was trying to put. I was looking at. I sent him, gave an invite, and I was like, huh. Well, it's been 2 days, and I was about to write it down too. I was like, it's been 2 days since I've made contact with Gabe. He's now presumed dead, or MIA. End of file. Because I haven't heard from you in a few days, and it's rare. Like, okay, I guess he was mad or something.
No, it really was. Hello, everybody.
Oh, so you know the Thunkers poster, the Thunkers picture that we have that you made.
Yeah,
I thunk about it, and I have an idea.
okay.
I'm gonna. Would you want a 11 by 17 poster
Of the.
of that for your room?
Really? Can you actually get them
Would
custom
you?
made?
I can go to Office Depot.
Oh, man. Can I get any image I have custom made to a poster?
What are you trying to do?
Like, I could do Fallout or, like, anything.
No, because I know some of them have copyrights on them.
So? Do they. Oh, you can't.
No, no, they won't. No, you can't do that.
What will they say?
They just won't let you, from what I know. Oh, by the way, guess how long it takes for you to become a Spectre in the first game?
How much it
Yeah, like a
takes?
rough. Yeah, guess how long it takes?
Like, a few hours?
It takes about 4 hours.
Dang.
Ah, crap. Frick, I did the wrong button. It takes about 4 hours. I'm like, huh, I forgot how long of a game this is.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface.
Ah, there we go. I got
It looks
right.
like an automated distress beacon.
Did I guess right? So I'm gonna do the same route I did the first time I did this, but I'm so glad to have someone to talk to. I've just been steadily talking to myself. And hey, it's good to have my co-host back.
Yep. We're following.
Gabe presumed
Yeah.
dead, born, I don't know, died
Born, I don't know.
February,
Died, I don't know.
went
Damn.
MIA February 15th, 2023.
Makes me want to play
Reason,
with my baby
reason
feet.
simping. Went MIA due to simping. I'm
Cute,
going.
cute, tiny baby fit in bottle.
Gabe, did I tell you what happened?
What?
The merch. And I keep thinking about buying more.
No, Colton,
It's
don't
not.
do it. It's not good. Oh, I
But
got
I
my
want.
paycheck. I got
Oh, how much was it?
198 bucks, baby.
So, like, I was thinking about this at work, like, huh, what if I got the posters that you made, printed them, and it's like, what if we sell it for, it's like, $10 including shipping or something like that, something stupid. It's like, I'll give Gabe half the money, and there we go, we have profit. I was like, there's not enough people that would buy this stuff.
They need to be better. I would want. I could try to make one for a poster.
Oh, well, work on that real quick, since you're not really doing anything, since going to a
Since
break
I'm
anyway.
not doing anything, Colton, I am busy slaving away downloading Fallout mods right now.
You can take a handful of minutes to design a new poster. I
Handful of
will
minutes.
actually, I will probably actually print off like the main one. But Gabe,
Hmm.
do you have your phone? Hold on, did I send you the pictures
What
of the?
pictures?
So I bought 8 pins, 2 stands, and 2 posters from the
Dang,
merch store. That cost me.
Colton.
Thing is, I don't have room for stands. I'm over here thinking,
Did you not check
I gotta.
your? Did you not check your
I
bank
did.
account?
I have good news.
Okay.
I I'm no longer underneath the limit of like where I didn't want to go past. This means I can't spend any money, and I remembered, I have these gift cards you can use. These Visa gift cards.
I don't know what to buy.
What, from the merch store?
Oh yeah, it's called the merch store. That's exactly what I want to buy.
I didn't know you were really into their merch.
No, I'm talking about like just in general, like what do I spend my
Save it,
money
save
on?
it, save it, save it.
Blow it
Look, yeah,
immediately?
no. Look, saving
Just
was
spend every single
drilled into
thing
me.
on Lego? Lego Star Wars so I can beat Colton?
Okay, no. Okay, that's not fair. I don't have room for more Lego.
I don't have Colton. My room is literally
You have more room
100% full.
than me.
I have nowhere else to put
You
stuff.
have
I've
room
had
for
the
you have
max.
room for like weird shelves you can put on that weird like top wall area you have.
No, there's no
You can put a
room.
shelf. Yes, there is. I'm telling you, you could put a shelf there. Me,
Hmm.
I don't have that. I can't put another shelf in.
Like,
Thing is, I
that's
still
true.
have to keep. So I have this. So I need to. I have to mount this pinboard I got for Christmas. This huge one that has like locks on it and stuff that BB gave me. And to do so, I have, where, you remember we were over here at the house yesterday. You know that shelf that's on, like, right above my bed?
Mm-hmm.
So did you remember see, like, the Roblox thing?
The
You
Roblox
remember,
thing.
not Roblox, the Mega Blocks, Mega Construct, there we go.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would have to move that, the name of the draw, BD1, no, is it BD1?
Yeah, BD1.
Yeah, I'd have to move him and the Mega Blocks just to open it and, like, put it there. Which I think is like an okay trade-off, since I won't be getting pins constantly. But at the same time, it's the only place in my room I could put it. Which
Yeah,
also
that's a
severely
problem.
limits.
Like, I would love. Obviously, when I
Like,
get a job, I
I
don't know what to
have, like, I've
do.
measured every bit of wall space I have remaining. It is the only possible place. Unless I moved, I don't know, my desk or something. Or like my shelves, I know I can't move. Because that would require taking all the Legos off the shelf, then removing the shelf from the wall, finding where I want to put it, since there's no room else to put it, which is where it was, then mounting it back, and then mounting the pinboard.
Mm.
Yep, there's you. That's what I thought. You're not an anomaly. Wait, I thought this was the big site. This is the first thing I died to. Remember, like, you know how I always do my side missions first.
Oh, oh, that game is so good. I'm just thinking of how good
What,
that
Mass
game
Effect?
is. Yep, it's amazing.
It really is. Ah, frick. No.
It
No.
sucks
That's wrong.
donkey
No.
balls.
What does? Oh!
I want to play. I don't got school on Monday, dude. I just found that out.
Are you out of school tomorrow?
No,
So,
maybe.
do you want to watch the movie tomorrow
hoping.
night? We need to watch
Colton thinking I'm about to get on VR.
You need to. We need to watch the movie one night.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's like Alien is a good movie.
I'm missing some mods, Colton. I'm missing some.
Is it the 3 that I gave you?
No, I don't want those. Don't want them.
But they're really good gun mods, though.
Oh, that's true.
What do you think I was talking about?
Oh, dude, guess what?
Chicken butt. Mm-hmm.
No,
Gabe is
Colton.
now dead. He's been executed. He's been
No, Colton.
executed.
No, this can't be.
No, just no.
Just no. I refuse. I decline.
You. It's like the Sir Pello thing. Like, I refuse. You know the one I'm talking about? Where he gets like smashed by a star and squished in half and just pops up like, I refuse. And he just gets more mad.
That sounds nice right about now.
Ever since since people ate my rations, like, so my schedule, like in terms of like eating, cause I like, so get when we get this. So what's like the normal amount of calories a person's supposed to intake a day?
Like
Well, isn't it,
2,000.
like two? Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I'm somewhere around 15 or 17, which is good. Like good. But at the
15
same time, like,
calories or
no,
15,000?
15, 1,000, 15, 1500.
1,500. You said 1,500. I was so confused.
Yeah, but I only consume air
Yeah,
and water.
I only consume 15 calorie a day.
And I still can't lose weight.
Dude, I was doing, man. I was swinging my weights around. Sometimes I just get in the mood. I'll have to Lego craft up my dumbbell and lift it a few times. The Lego building sound will play.
I'm pretty sure I surveyed all these. It was one of these freaking systems. Thing is, I was playing this and I'd forgotten how weird Mass Effect 1 doors are. Like, you know how they're all in the second and third game they look the same.
But so
First one,
confusing, that one place. I can't remember what it is, but so confusing.
What? Well, oh, the
You know what
Citadel?
I'm talking about. Yeah, I think it is the Citadel. Which one is it more confusing, number 1 or 2? I can't remember.
One was way more confusing
It
because it
takes
didn't really give me.
hours to get around, dude.
I remember it took me. It took me the first time I played the game. It took me an hour just to figure out how to get out. And it
It's
turns out you have to go to
crazy.
CSEC. And then earlier before, because I've been doing these episodes about every chance I have. And I learned I can make the Twitch thing transparent. So, hey.
Transparent.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground
Oh, okay. I think this is where I need to be.
complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Like while you've been going, like while I'm doing these episodes, I'll be coming with like weird rhymes, like like some like I'm in the elevator, don't touch the phone. I can't remember how it went. Like it's like random little things because it's just me sitting here laying in bed, just like. Just like something random. I have nothing else to do while I'm playing this game, but I have no one to talk to.
Do you still
It's
create
me.
conversation?
Not really. I just kind of just start talking.
Golden.
What? You're not. What? What?
Golden.
Gib. There is. There is like one or two stands that I really want. I bought two of them, and there's like
Oh,
one
how
that
much
I
did
keep
they all
putting back.
cost you, dude?
So before sorting, $600.
Okay, Colton.
After
What did you
sorting,
just
so-
tell me, like, I think, like, maybe 10 minutes ago? That I
I
should
bought this the
what?
other day. I bought
That I
this the
should
other day.
what? I should save, and then here is Colton spending at least, like,
Thing
$4
is, though,
billion.
I have a hobby and a slight addiction to buying stuff from the merch store.
What? I guess I could have a,
I do want to say one thing that I noticed while we were there. How you kept talking like Jesse Pinkman.
Jesse
That's how you-
Pinkman, how?
Like, how you're like, dude, stop. Like some of this, how you were talking for some reason just reminded me so much of Jesse Pinkman.
Dude?
Like how you just saying stuff. Just like it was weird. Like it sounded like Jesse Pinkman.
What the? What?
Have you seen? Hold on. Have you
What
seen
are you
their new
talking?
commercials?
What are
Have
you
you seen their
talking?
new commercials lately?
Oh yeah, for the popcorn.
The popcorners. I love their new. Ooh, I love their new ads. I think they're hilarious, and I stand by that. I love that they brought them in just for those ads. It's so funny that they did that to me. For me.
Did they do it just for you, Colton?
Yeah, just for me. You know, they sat down and was like, you know what, we're gonna make these ads for him. Just for him. They're just for his amusement. Yep.
And they were like,
We did it. We made it great again.
place in the water. You didn't hear it from me. Can you hear that?
So, do you ever wonder what's gonna go on through Shepard's head? Like you're just gonna kill him with
Every
stupid.
day.
There we go. Who's your favorite Mass Effect 1 companion?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough one. Okay, I can't barely remember any of. I can't. I played one,
There was
two.
only like
I
hold on,
played
wait, there
one
was
like 3 times, but I can't
yeah, you
remember.
played 1 3 times.
Like around 3 times. Yeah, I just
Wait,
can't
hold on,
remember it.
Wait, hold on, it's Ashley, Caden, Garrus, Liara, Rex, and Tally. So like only 7 of them.
That's why I can't remember. There's barely anyone.
Yeah, there's. Wait, make it easier to remember since there's barely any of them.
It's still like hard though. Wait
I
a
want to
sec.
say, like, okay, who did you mainly take with you on your first run of Mass Effect 1?
Oh, well, I only took Ashley, because that's who I was trying to romance.
Like, you didn't take any other people?
Mm,
Can you only take one person on a mission?
I can't remember.
Like, who?
Well, you're
who are the 2
playing through it
people
right
you...
now. Why don't you tell me?
Well, right now, I'm playing with Garrus and Tally because I don't have Liara yet.
Well, then are you taking more than one person?
No, but you said like, oh, I only took Ashley. I'm like, okay. So wait, how did you only take one person? Cause
I don't know then. I don't know. How many? Oh, can't you take 4? Isn't it 4
no, you can only
people?
take 2 people. No, you can only take 2 people per mission with you.
Rex, Garrus, there's Grunt. Is Grunt from 1 or 2?
Grunson 2. Grunson 2.
Rex is from 1 though, right?
Yes. Rex, actually, hold on. You can only take Rex with you in the first game.
Tally, Rex,
Tally's with you
Ashley,
in each game. Garrus is 2. Garrus and
Garrus.
Tally.
Ooh,
Garrus
let
and
me
Tally
think,
are
let
the
me
only
think.
ones that stick with you.
Let me think.
No.
Liara. Tally's not in the first game, Colton. Is she?
Yes, I'm staring at her right
Okay,
now.
okay, so that's 5. So who else is there?
Caden.
Caden. Oh yeah, Caden. I forgot about him. Caden. Do I sacrifice?
Dude, I sacrificed Ashley. Screw.
mm,
Because I think Caden was worth 5 more points.
I can't remember, dude. Who else?
Okay, hold on. Okay. It is Ashley, Caden, Garrus, Liara, Rex. Wait, hold on. Hold on, I'm looking, I can see the board now. I see Ashley and Caden, and you have Garrus, and then Liara's in the middle. There's in the middle, Rex. Oh wait, hold on, no, he's not. There's only, wait.
I don't think Rex
the
is in the
bloody
first one.
Rex is in the first game.
I don't know. I
Hold
don't
on,
think
it
so.
goes- Yes, he is.
Maybe.
Rex is in the first game because he's a companion you take with you.
Hmm.
Okay, you have Ace Ashley, Caden, Liara, Garrus, Rex, and Tally, and Liara. Wait. God friggin' dang it. I said them all a minute ago.
Oh, gee. What's anti-aliasing? I don't know. Gotta see what it means.
There's only six, yeah. Yeah, it's Ashley, Caden, Liara, Rex, Grunt, or not Grunt, I mean Garrus, and then Tally. I'm also surprised the merch for like some of them hasn't sold out yet. Oh, there's those. And there's a good bit that I'm trying to get. There's like 11 that are on my cart that I need to sort through more. So guess how much it would buy to buy. Guess
Well,
how much
how
it would be
much
to
did it
buy these 11
cost you?
things. The first order cost about 200 something,
Holy crap,
or
Colton.
just barely under 200. This
Dang,
order would
no.
be probably 200 as well.
Holy
Though I don't have room
poop.
for stands, but like I'm sorting through them. There's the thing is I don't usually buy one of the characters because for some reason, like how they model the face for it, or like the chin, just how the face usually looks. I'm like, I don't want you. Just like
That's
how it looks.
crazy.
Level up. Okay, I'd level up.
Let me think.
Think about it, Gib. Think about it.
I don't know what else to install. Like, I'm confused. Do I have the basics down? Do I need to install more? What kind of mods do I need? Hmm.
Okay, electronics is fully mapped out, so that's good.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh.
Idea. Kill everything.
Yeah, Garrus is going with that. So hold on, and I keep forgetting X is that. I keep forgetting. That's one thing I don't like about the first game. X is to throw grenades. X shouldn't be for grenades. You get what I'm saying?
X for grenade?
Yeah, X is how you throw grenades
No, it's
in the
not,
first game.
Colton.
Yes, it is, because I just
You're
accidentally did
wrong.
it. No, you're wrong.
You're being mean.
You know who else is being mean?
Oh.
You know who else is being mean?
Oh.
You know who else is being mean?
Oh my god, dude, guess what? Guess what mod I just saw?
Chicken butt.
Oh, guess what mod I just saw?
What?
Chicken butt.
No, I didn't hear what you said. I was
Nope.
trying to understand what you
Nope.
were saying.
Too late.
Okay, fine. Don't believe me, even though it's the truth.
No, I'm not gonna believe you.
Okay.
What if I told you
How would you
I
feel
was
if you
gonna
woke
leave you?
up and like how would you feel if someone left a bunker poster on your door or at your
Hmm.
doorstep?
Hmm. How would you feel if a Thunker poster was left on your doorstep?
I was like, hey, sweet, a poster, and then Art just taking it aside.
You're
No.
literally family Griffin, Colton.
What?
You're literally family Griffin.
Family what?
You're literally family Griffin.
Family Griffin?
It's like Peter
That is-
Griffin, but missing a few words. It's supposed to be funny.
You don't make no sense.
You're literally Griffin family. You literally Pep and Peter. I doing in the featured section.
Those are grenades. Better rocket.
I would catch a grenade for ya. I would wait for ya.
That's it. Mako ramming speed.
That's it.
I missed. But I hit it somehow. I clipped its leg. I clipped its leg on accident. Are you still alive? Oh no, I didn't hit it. Ramming speed. Hit it 12 down. Yeah. I both do and do not like the driving for missions in Mass Effect 1.
I mean, it's pretty
Kind of a
nice.
mixture. It's cool. It's cool and also at the same time it's kind of annoying. Which I'm glad they
Take
took
it
it out of the
back.
other games. What?
That's mean.
Yeah, I mean I like that they took it out of the first game because it wouldn't make sense in the others.
Don't call
Really?
her a whore.
Who? What? What?
I'm just fiddling with your horse.
I don't have any horses. I sold them to buy food. For you. And you were ungrateful.
I would have just
Yeah.
ate the horse.
It's like the Dragon Ball thing. It's like the Dragon Ball. It's like the BDZ abridged. It's like just get up and see when you fall off the horse. You don't. I forgot how the entire line. Hold on. It's on the Shark Robot store. They sell it as a shirt. uh. Hey, hold on, I want to see if I can find the line. But you know what they say, Vegeta, when you fall off that horse, you get right back up and you eat that horse. That is the quote. That is the quote. I love Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It was just so funny.
The Dragon Ball?
No, it's the abridged version. Basically, they were lip syncing it and just I recommend you go watch it.
That'd be so awesome.
Because if you don't want to watch like how the original Dragon Ball was or Dragon Ball Z was, this is also shorter than Dragon Ball Z, and this one is just a lot funnier.
That does sound pretty silly.
It was pretty funny.
You fall off a horse, you
first
get right back
mortality.
up and you go eat that horse.
Or you're gonna go to school tomorrow and you're gonna use that as a line.
Yeah, I'd be like,
It's
did
like
ya,
when someone fails.
you ever
You
you fall off that
Teacher,
horse?
my father told me. My father told me, when you fall off that horse, you get right back up and you eat that horse.
I want to be good at a German accent so bad because German accents are so funny. They sound so
Thing is, it would make
goofy.
sense between me and you because we make German jokes constantly.
Rosenheiser?
Ah yes, the commandant is coming.
Gross.
The Fiora is coming. The Fiora is coming.
So popped your
Oh.
cherry? I just can't do it, man.
You remember that? Do you remember that? I think I showed it to you. It was springtime for what's his name?
I hear them. I hear them.
I hear
So you
them.
hear the voices too?
Yes, they get louder every day. Yours?
I kinda, yeah, actually. It's not a joke. I'm being serious about that. I'll steadily hear stuff. Like, I'll be laying in bed and I'll just hear, like,
That would freak me the F
yeah.
out, Colton. If I heard.
It kinda does. It kinda does every now
I
and then on
joke about
occasion, but
hearing voices, but like, oh, that would be scary. Because you're either hearing. It's either you're making stuff up in your head, like either like you're bored or like you're overthinking, or there's actually something trying to talk with you, and that's scary
it's
to think
both.
about.
It's both.
That's super
Both of
spooky.
them.
Both 'em,
No. Both of them.
both 'em, these nuts.
No. There's a wall
You
here.
fell
I
right into
can't
that,
take
Cole.
the Mako. I can't take the Mako with me. That sucks. I actually wanted to take it with me. Like, you know, Halo players are the ones that made the thing where, like, you're not playing a game properly if you're trying to fit the vehicle through the door. And it's true. You cannot test the game. Why do I have no helmet? It's weird. What if? Gabe, you know, Gabe.
Yeah.
Who else has dementia? Who else has dementia? Let me see if I can do it. You know who else has dementia?
Who else is the
Oh, Gabe, you know, I'm bringing someone back. I listened to it the other day. One pill makes you larger.
How do you listen to that song?
I don't know. It'll get stuck in my
I
head.
don't
Listen
like.
to
I
this
don't
song.
like the song. It's funny because
No,
it's
it was
like.
also in the new Matrix movie again. In the new Matrix movie, it was like, oh hey, they added the song back.
Did you watch the new Matrix movie?
Yeah.
Was
I
it
went through and
good?
watched the other. It was good. It was interesting though, in my opinion, as movie man. First one was the best.
I know it wasn't that good though.
It was good and it was interesting. What's shoulder down?
Because like a lot of people say,
Oh,
it's just
Gareth,
like
how
a
you doing?
bunch of like fan service to the old fans.
It's like a what?
Fan service.
Oh, you. There we go. I don't think it's so long for my shields to regen.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is there a lot of
Wait.
fan
Oh.
service?
The movie, it was interesting. It showed. I don't really want to spoil the movie. I was kind of half out of it when I was watching it to begin with. Oh, Gabe, guess what? I have interesting news.
Hmm.
That won't really happen much, but once I become like at a certain point, I can do drunk episodes. Well, not drunk episodes. I can do episodes
You
where I've had
could.
drinks, but
Now be
Yeah,
honest,
and
Cole.
be like-
Have you ever been drunk before?
no, because I'm careful.
Have you
I'm
gotten
smart. You should learn that from your
close?
father. Yeah. It just depends on the situation.
Do you have a high drinking tolerance?
I would like to say probably. Any other questions or?
What was the age you first got sick? What age were you seriously sick, or were you ever?
Let's see. It all began on the day. You see, I was born on the day that I was born, and like the judges start crying. You seen that meme?
No, but I need to
Like,
go
it all-
poop now.
I was born on the day of my birth, and like the judges like, oh, it's so sad. I got a tragic backstory, and like, what is it today? But I want to say there's, oh frick, damn. Grievous looking dude roaming around.
Low,
Oh, leveled up.
low.
Oh. Hello.
I
Oh,
Need
wow.
to
Roll
go.
around.
I miss Christmas.
I need to go to the president
Miss
and
Christmas.
run away.
Do you miss Christmas? Ba, 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 ba.
Do this practice. Both of my companions are dead. As
How?
I'm making, they died. This didn't happen last time. So apparently I did something wrong this time.
Mhm.
I've done something different in my playthrough. I don't know what it is. I forgot how to use Medigel. Get up, Garrus, get up. How do I use Medigel?
No.
Okay, well I can use Medigel on myself. I don't know how to revive. Tally's just Tally, get up. Now's not the time for a nap. Actually, I love Tally.
I think it's cool in the second game that you get to see Tally's people.
Yeah.
Like their whole
Thing is,
story with the
all the
Geth, how
characters
they
go
created the
through,
Geth.
they mature. All the characters mature throughout the series. I want to see Liara had the biggest jump with that. How she went from being like how she was in the first game to being more kind of prepared and stuff in the second, and then Shadow broke her in the third. Then Liara to being this cool. I always liked Tally. Tally was always such a cool character, in my opinion. And then she goes from being I don't know how to explain Tally in the first game. And then you have moments where if she drinks, she's just gonna get drunk in the third game. And I think it happened in the second game.
Dang it, dude.
That did nothing.
Dude, I don't know if my game's gonna blow up, or I don't know, stop functioning because I have just thrown everything together. I do not care
I'm just
what
gonna
I'm
max first
presenting.
aid. I should probably max first aid.
Have you ever played City Skylines?
No.
I want to say something mildly inappropriate.
No.
I can't, yeah.
I don't wanna. I'll just do special training. Anything good?
Voices, they keep saying, one will makes you larger, the other makes you small, and the one others give you don't do anything at all.
That's gamist. Oh, wait, combat since. Oh. I got more of these than I thought. I want the Lancer 2. Mark of junk. Because I want a better accuracy rating with my things. Okay. If you're gonna be running, snipers. Oh, I'm an idiot. Since Tally is running shotguns, I guess, combat centers. Okay, you're a problem. Oh, that's bad. I need help. Bad. This never happened in my first game.
Color.
Never mind, I don't plan on dying. I'd never have died in combat. So let's figure out my equipment there. Thing is, I like my accuracy though, because I use accuracy a lot. I don't like. Nope. Why do both of you have? How do I heal my team?
To me.
I forgot how to heal my team. I really don't know how. I never had this problem before. I got about bloody time I killed that thing. I don't like not having accuracy. That guy's still pretty accurate. Oh, now you two wake up.
Even the Geth wouldn't want to live in this heat.
That took way longer than I wanted. Last time it only took me like a handful of minutes.
My
I
tummy
haven't played this
hurts.
game enough. What?
My
hurt?
tummy hurts.
So the thing is, I don't think so. Back to what I was talking about, like food wise, like I don't think. Yeah, I need the heat sink. Nah. I don't, for some reason, I don't think I'm consuming because I've been going to bed hungry for the past couple nights. Not like starving, but like, man, I wish I had something to eat. Oh, dang it, tomorrow I gotta go pick up the Walmart order. Oh man, I gotta be up at 6 Friday too. I gotta go to the nurse. Okay, who's supposed to have the jammer? There we go, thank you. I will say, I think I like Mass Effect 2 weapons better.
Heck yeah.
Because you don't... Because...
Mass
you don't
Effect
have to
1
go through
weapons are
different-
outrageously expensive.
I never bought weapons in the first game.
Me neither. That's why, because they're so expensive.
I just never did. I just never really used money. In the second game, you have to use money. Which made me upset. Because, I mean, it's not like... I just always had money.
Was the second game where you have modifications?
The first game, like, you can choose, like, between, like, chemical rounds, bullet rounds. In the second game, I'm pretty sure the second game, you can choose between, like, okay, fire kind of rounds, rounds against robots, like, freezing rounds, if I'm correct. I always chose fire rounds because I loved them. The one thing I do love for Mass Effect 1 is the elevator stuff. Like, we're just standing in the elevator and then we'll start chatting with each other. I loved that. No, I just thought it was pretty funny. Dude, that's right. When we were at the convention, you remember seeing the Garrus body pillow?
Mmm.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Why am I wielding a sniper? Why do I have a sniper? I never used it.
I wonder what they are looking for. Have nothing more than dead instrumentation.
I wish I could move while I'm in the elevator. Yeah, Garrus is. Jump. It's time to jump up in the air. Come on, don't be scared. It's just 40 feet, you'll live.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
Perhaps.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Your mother is working with Saren.
What? I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Okay,
We'll
did you
find
do
some
a
way to
Paragon route, or did you
There
do
is
like a...
control in here that should deactivate
What was it?
this
Renegade
thing.
route.
You'll
I
have
had
to
a good
find some
guy.
way past the barrier curtain. That's
Did
the
you do
tricky
ever...
part.
Were you like
The defenses
full on
cannot be shut
Paragon,
off
or
from
did
the
you
outside.
mix of
I
both?
don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful.
I think I mixed about.
There's a Krogan with the Geth.
When I thought it was
They
right,
are
I'd do
trying different
Renegade.
ways to get past the barrier.
I think I took Rex with me my first time with this. But I always took Liara and Tali with me. Love of God, Garrus. You guys have certain loadouts now for some reason. That's probably still pretty accurate.
No.
Do it. Do it. Join me in suffering. Make more money. I want to say starting pay is somewhere probably around $10. $9 or $10.
In American currency?
Yes. Maybe. Join me, Gabe.
Or German doubloons?
If you request German doubloons, probably.
Did they pay in China social credit?
I'm gonna tell you now, I tried not to laugh at that. Like, I was like... I thought that was pretty funny. I'll let you have that one. That was a bit funny.
That was a little silly.
Does John Cena show up and he's like, "You have
Bang
good
bong
social
dong
credit."
ho, ding ho. Your social
kinda
credit
racist,
is
Dave. Okay.
dangerously cheesy.
And they're like, "Have you been handling it with Cheeto Puffs?" Nope. Like, oh God. Okay. Wait. Okay, I kind of guessed that. Yeah, guessing. One pill under the makes you small, and the one that you don't do
Anything at all.
I cannot see. So, Gabe, can you do something for me?
No.
Okay, well then never mind. I won't buy you lunch tomorrow.
I said yes.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way
I
past
said
the
yes.
barrier.
We have to get
No,
you
I
out
said
here
it.
before more Geth arrive.
No, I said it
Okay,
already.
so
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my container.
I swear the mother pills that mother give me do something. Not nothing at all.
no, under sugar peas. Here's some glue.
What's in your gluten, Maximus?
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an
What?
elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on.
What's in your gluten, Maximus?
What? I don't
still
even know what
cannot
that
believe all
is.
this.
It's your
Why
butt.
did the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia is involved?
Saren's looking for
No
the
joke.
conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably
It's your butt
wants you
muscle.
to help him find it.
The
It's got the
conduit.
gluteus
I don't know.
maximus.
It was a fart.
What the hell was that?
Do it fart, Dad?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have
I have a
triggered the size
literal
of the-
anti-aircraft cannon in my hands.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
No joke using it right now, RN.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Dude, I
He
think
needs to move
Joker is a
faster.
really amazing side character. He's like. I saw like
Like-
a Joker meme. Like, it was like a Mass Effect character meme. It's like Joker, if he does anything, he just crumbles. And, like, you know the meme of the dude fall backwards and just breaks into a million pieces? You
Mm-mm.
know that meme?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, that was Joker. Like Joker, when he does anything, he just falls backwards and it just
I
shatters.
don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't remember this one.
Don't. That would be more fun.
Where'd this take place?
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
No, no.
Oh, I got an achievement.
Isn't it?
No, I'm saving and quitting and probably getting off for the night.
Have that.
No, I'll
Whatever it
see
is
you
you
tomorrow.
want, you are not
Nah, I am
going
for
to
real
me.
though. Alright, Colton. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait,
Hopping
what's
off.
going on?
I'm hopping off. It's
No, you're
late.
not.
It's
Dude, it's
bedtime.
only 12.
It is.
Dude, you stay up till 2. You stay up a lot later than I do.
I'm
She'll
sleepy.
stay with
I'm
us,
sleepy.
thanks.
No, you're
Not an
not.
option.
Okay, Colton.
Saren
Have
wants
fun
them.
with the stream. Goodbye, stream.
No.
I
You're
love
allowed
y'all.
to leave.
Kill them.
Bye,
Spare the
Colton.
Asari
If
if
you
can.
did,
Have
you
a
would
good night.
stay.
Doesn't matter.
Good night, Colton. Good night. Say it back.
No, you're
Dude,
not
guess
allowed
what?
to go to sleep.
Guess what?
Swear to God, if you cheat chicken butt will leave, dude.
Chicken butt. I play tomorrow. What?
Gabe, no. God dang it. All alone again. Yeah. Uh-oh. Just patiently waiting there. Huh. I do wonder how late I'll stay up tonight.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker
Yes.
pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander.
You
But I
will.
am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user.
Commander's
Finding one
life.
that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
So, no, you're
I don't know why
speaking names
Saren
now.
wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just
Hey, there we go,
mental
here.
exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter
Meh.
destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Disconnect.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Give me Paragon for that. Dang it. Worth nothing. That'll suck. Wait, does this mean... What the Joker? Oh.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So,
you are
why
right.
don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Yeah.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know?
Nope.
Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Froelich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bone.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Froelich syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
Huh.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Huh.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop it. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
Water.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got Paragon for that. Nice. Eat. Not good food.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same, but things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Huh.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The Grand Gateway to Humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
I wish I'd get Paragon for this stuff. Oh. I just realized something. I can't, I don't know, I walked over here, I remembered that when you're doing a romance and for the final mission something happens, I don't have editing software. I can't blur anything out. I may be screwed. Maybe a tad bit discreet in that one.
Biotics is the ability of the Normandy ship mobility.
But huh. Kinda cool. I just want to know.
Roughly 50. The L. Pharaoh. Combat hard suit. All modern in kinetic combat. Biotics is the
I just want to know about the freaking
Pharaohs is
sleeper pod.
After the Thresher maws are subterranean carnivores that spend their entire lives eating or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The Spectre. The systems.
Why can't you? Why won't you just? I just want to know about the sleeper pods. They look interesting. Better check
Yes,
this.
Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me, too safe. I wanted to travel, but humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I know who's back here. It's the Oro.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Water.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime.
You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of
no,
her.
I don't.
Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I'd like to know more about
We
these.
were the first Although we seek
I
to
guess I already-
understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
I should go.
It was rude to leave
Goodbye,
just like right after you say that. I will be back. Dun, 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 dun. In the elevator once again. I forgot the jingle. Doodle daddle do. Think this is some stuff. Who's moving around here?
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, I forgot about this.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Wait, did I do that right? What? Did I even do that right? I don't feel like that was a good end cut. Oh, what the? No. Frig, I gotta speed run this. Okay. Oh no.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my... That's a good... So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're reading?
How's the Normandy?
The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything.
I like to know my...
Top of my class in flight school? You mean... Okay, put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make... It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors... They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little
I need to know more.
100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year.
You're not gonna...
I can do my job as well as anyone.
I'm not trying to make
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining
Look, if
the
you're
Alliance?
my mother would spend all that time around Alliance ships. There's... All right, see ya.
Okay, I get Paragon for talking to you for some reason.
If anyone has to take over...
We're all on the same
With
team.
all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how...
Speak freely.
It's not that, Commander.
Some people think
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't...
How did you end up...
They had the numbers.
How'd you end up
I
on
got
the
my
Normandy?
officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
There's my Paragon back. Speed run talking to you.
Anything you need? Is this an official event? Sorry, Commander. Sorry.
Tell me.
There are worse. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door. It was a sterile research platform.
There were...
We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research... I think you'd have liked her. Things never felt together.
There were...
We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform. Things never felt together. Training.
You know of...
I'm not saying they intentionally detonated dry. But that's my own baggage, Commander. Besides...
Check whiz. Check whiz.
Commander, are you?
You look much
Dr.
better.
Chakwas assures. I never properly. I know, but I am not like Benezia.
Don't worry,
It
Leon.
means a lot to hear you.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? As for the solitude, it sounds so foolish.
All...
But that is why I find you so.
Sounds like you want to
What?
dissect me.
I only meant that you would be an.
Calm down, Leon.
Now, please, just pretend this conversation never happened. I don't. Maybe she thought allying herself was. None of this makes any sense to me. I have not. Although we seek to understand other species.
Like what?
We still require a partner to...
I don't under...
We then pass...
What happened?
Others can be more long-term.
Do you know who made
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father...
I thought you all...
it is possible Benezia's many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the...
You Asari...
And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Okay, stand there. Back to the elevator. Do tell it do. I'm back here again. It's pretty unsafe shaft. Okay.
Commander, I knew working with the Spectre would be better. But C-Sec, you're buried by... If I'm trying...
But C-Sec wants it done their way. Protocol and...
So you just...
There's more... C-Sec's handling of Saren?
I hope you made that...
And without C-Sec headquarters looking... I wasn't trying to...
Okay.
Commander, how are you? Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can, but Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Commander, good to see you.
You can't wear armor. I forgot. I can't remember what I had Liara doing. I'm not even gonna speak to you.
Shepard,
Rex.
what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So
Not
your
really.
people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan...
We need to find you.
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Goodbye, buddy. Shepard. Mood. I'll talk to Adams first.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on,
Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Nice.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.
Charlie.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
I wouldn't say sitting.
I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Oh.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
What tell me?
The Geth
I wonder
were
what I've been doing
originally
when I was
created
talking.
to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI.
Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
See.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
It was good talking to Tally.
See you later.
Goodbye, Tally. I will be back, as I always am. Oh. Oh. It feels like a tomorrow mission, but see, it's 10 minutes past 1. Oh, this has been going on for 2 hours. Decisions. It's probably good or bad. We'll find out. Okay, I guess it must have been the other game then. How does it stand like that? Well, save. Well, that was fun. I do hope you all have a good night. And hey, if you made it this far, hey, thanks. Congratulations, you made it. But I shall see you guys later. Have a